Wow.
because this is something I started like 5 years ago.
Oh,
So
really?
it's a career I've just started to pursue it.
Oh,
So, in my 40s.
in
Yeah,
your
in my
40s.
40s. So,
Aha. But I'm so happy because you have a story to the world that even at 40 years, dreams can be ignited. Amazing, amazing. Today we have a special guest in the Ignite Possibilities with Coach Lois show. Her name is Hellen Massawa. She is a counseling psychologist. I would like her to introduce herself.
thank you very much, Coach Lois. I'm very happy and excited to be in this show, and I'm looking forward to sharing more. And as you have said, I'm a counseling psychologist, so I'm looking forward to sharing more with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Helen. It's a delight that this day has come. We've been waiting for this day for a long, long time. But I'm here now to share your story to the world. Wow. So thank you so much. Now, you've told us that you are a counseling psychologist. And that makes me think about mental health. And in the world that we are living in, mental health is such an important agenda. So where did you begin? Where did this start? What made you to pursue this career?
Thank you, Coach Lois. Uh, I think mental health has been a big, uh, a big part of everyone's life. And my inspiration or desire comes from wanting to help uh, other people, through life's challenges. I just desire to create awareness on mental health and just support communities and individuals, yeah, to be able to cope and overcome, the normal life challenges.
Yes.
So that has been my inspiration. And also just to use my personal experiences and personal story
Yes.
to inspire others,
Wow.
because this is something I started like 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
So it's a career I've just started to pursue it.
Oh.
So, in my 40s.
In
Yeah,
your 40s?
in my 40s. So
Aha.
it's something I'm passionate about. Yeah.
That's so nice. Nice to hear that.
Yeah.
Because many times we limit ourselves. We think that we can't start new things because of age. And many women stop growing. They imagine now, I am 40 years, I'm 50 years, I'm 60 years. This is the end of life. But I'm so happy because you have a story to the world that even at 40 years, dreams can be ignited. Amazing, amazing. How does that make you feel now that this dream, you've talked about 5 years, it has been a journey, it has been a process. Now that you are already a counseling psychologist, how do you feel?
It feels amazing,
Wow.
because in this career, I get to journey with people through life's challenges and see how they transform. Just being part of somebody transformative journey, yeah. They journey through those challenges, yeah, and help them, just get to know their potential, discover their potential, and overcome challenges and use those potential to empower themselves. So it has been an amazing journey.
I can see it on your face, Helen. And the smile just tells it all. Beautiful. You've said something that is so beautiful, to help others, to journey with them through life's challenges. And I know you've also gone through a challenge in your life. Maybe you could share more about that?
Personally, the challenges I would talk about, my personal experience, I think the major challenge I would talk about is the loss of my son. If I've gone through any challenge, I think that was the most one that really was very profound. It really impacted me on a, on a negative, in a very negative way, and it was quite heavy. And just being able to process it, it caused a lot of emotional challenges, emotional struggles, distress, and even for my family, it was not easy. And just being able to process what we went through, that experience, allowing ourselves to experience everything that comes with loss and grief, and going through loss and grief stages to getting to a point where we have to accept what has happened, because acceptance is the most difficult,
very difficult,
the most difficult part of loss and grief, because most people get stuck in denial, or blaming others. So if you get to that part of accepting the loss, it helps you now start your journey to healing. And through allowing myself to go through it, has helped me heal. And healing also is a process. And also it has, with this profession, it has helped me be aware of triggers. I know how now to take care of myself. That I know there are triggers. So I know how to take care of the triggers. And just being able to also go for personal therapy. If there are triggers along the way. So it's still a process, but so far I think I'm at a good place. Even to support others who may have gone through similar losses.
Wow.
Thank you.
I must say I'm very sorry for the loss of your son, and I have seen you evolve from that moment of loss, and I think it is at that time that you decided now to expand and go out for therapy and seek therapy to heal yourself and to support your family go through that process. And I'm excited because this is a different space now. You are helping others. You went through a process that helped you, and now you are helping others. And I think that is what matters most, that we are able to bounce back, to go through challenges, navigate through challenges by the grace of God, and now hold somebody's hand and walk that journey with them. So I must congratulate you for that bold step. Viewers, remember, we've talked about how Hellen had a dream. She had a vision, and even at 40 years old, she didn't stop there. Beyond 40, she ignited her dream. And that's what we are talking about today, that your dream is valid. It doesn't matter what age you are. Let age not be your limits. We have also seen from the story of Hellen how she reinvented herself by taking her back to school to pursue a course that is helping her heal and has also helped her. Now she has the resources. And I'm so happy, Hellen, for that. She has the resources to help other people navigate through life's storms. Remember, mental health affects all of us. Nobody is immune to this. We are all affected by mental health issues. The loss of a loved one can cause serious problems if you don't address them. For you to address those problems, you have to seek help. That is an important agenda that as women, most of the times we don't seek help. We suffer. We put in ourselves in a cage, and mental health issues affect us, you realize that sometimes you find yourself being depressed. But today's Helen's story is igniting possibilities that by seeking help, we can change our own worlds and we can change the worlds of others. Beautiful. Now, you've talked about healing and self-care. Take us through your daily habits, your daily routines. First of all, do you believe that self-care is important? And even through that journey of loss and grief, how did you take care? You've told us that you learned to take care of yourself. How did you do that? What habits have you developed over time that have been helping you, that have been supporting you?
I think self-care is a major part of, especially for me as a counselor, because as you listen to, to your clients' issues, if you don't do self-care, you can suffer from emotional burnout. So self-care is very key. Yeah. Actually, it's number one priority.
Yeah.
Being able to separate, your personal life,
Yes.
and those issues. So for me, my personal self-care, I put it as my number one priority.
Wow.
And just being able to set boundaries. Yeah, boundaries between work and personal life. And in terms of routine and just daily routine, for me, I find myself fasting in the morning. Either I pray, and part of my prayer is just being grateful. So gratitude practice, and also meditation. Yeah. So after all that morning routine, mostly I do my exercise. Either go for a walk, or I skip, or whatever exercise. I have space to do that. So exercise has become part of my life. Yeah. Because mostly when I do it in the morning, it gives me a feeling, I feel good. I think it reignites the feel good
Yes.
hormones, if I may say so. So that is very important for me. And I think setting boundaries is also a major part of my life.
Yes.
Because I find if I don't set boundaries,
Yes.
especially in this day and age where we do online sessions.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I were to do online sessions from the house,
Yes.
and I don't set boundaries,
Yes.
yeah, I may end up carrying on with sessions, and that means work and personal life. There's no balance.
Yes.
Because
yes,
I'm doing
yes.
them under one roof.
Yes, that is
So
very
it is
true.
very important to be aware, especially for me, to be aware that I need to separate. So setting those boundaries is very important. And also doing personal therapy. As a counselor, we are required to do personal therapy. Because if you don't do that, that's where now emotional burnout comes in. So it's it's important to, once I'm aware of that, so I make sure that I also see my personal therapist. Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I love it. Helen, you brought in the aspect of self-care and how you have prioritized it in your life. And this is very important because many times as women, we prioritize the career and we forget ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves. But I'm so happy that you brought that aspect because we cannot ignite possibilities when you are down and dreary, when you are tired and overwhelmed. We need to bring back that sparkle in our lives. And this can only happen when we practice self-care. So, and I love the way you have developed those routines over time. You talked about having prayer, connecting with God. That is so amazing because igniting possibilities in our lives is about having God at the very center of our lives. Because when you have God at the center of your life, then He's able to direct and order your footsteps. So I love the aspects of prayer, because when you are praying to God, you are actually letting all those problems away. You are telling him, come, 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 help me. And he actually holds your hand and directs your footsteps. I also like you talked about working out. And that reminds me, I was over, I don't even know what to say, because I had exceeded my BMI like 100%. I don't know whether you can remember that. I used to be very, very big. But I realized that I must take charge. I must take charge of my life. And the doctors had told me that BMI, you must work on it. And at that time, I thought it's a problem. But now I've come to realize it's actually self-care. It's loving yourself, taking care. And now I am not yet there, but I'm now working on to get the ideal BMI. So working out is very important for the woman leader. And then I have also loved the aspect that of creating boundaries. Because if you are everywhere, you'll be overwhelmed. You will not be at peace. Remember, we are queens, and queens are not overwhelmed. Oh, you are here, you are there, you are everywhere. You must be able to sit back, relax. So create time for work, create time for self-care, create time for family. You can't do without family. You must have all that conversation within yourself to create those boundaries. You need time with your spouse. You need to rekindle your love. So you need to set time also for that. You need to take time also to read, to study, because growth for a woman leader expands possibilities for you. And there's a time you joined us in the I'm Leading Book Club. You love reading. That is amazing. Tell us more about that.
It was quite inspiring to be a part of fellow women who are, aspiring and wanting personal growth. So it was quite encouraging and inspiring to just be part of that journey. And I think it accelerated my workout, because that part of being able to work out as a team.
Yes.
These people are posting and sharing, and so it was such a motivation.
Yes.
And I think that period I really lost a lot of weight until I had to adjust several of my clothes. Almost changing the wardrobe.
I know.
Yeah. Almost changing the wardrobe, but just adjusting. So it was quite an interesting journey.
Yes.
And a motivation to be able to take care of myself. Of course, mentally, physically, because mental health is important. So it was inspiring for me to be part of that journey.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it encouraged me to continue, doing those normal routines of meditation, working out.
Yes.
Yeah. If I don't manage to do my workout in the morning, I'll do them later in the evening. So it formed part of my routine.
Yes.
It helped me that journey of forming that lifestyle. Taking a lot of water.
Yes.
Eating healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are part of the learnings I got from that club.
Yes. So Helen, I'm so happy that you've talked about your time in the I Am Leading Book Club, because every woman needs to take charge of her life. And the way the book club is structured, as we read together, you talked about the energy of reading together. That is so good, because in everything there's energy. And when people come together, it's like what we say in the Bible. When we agree, where there are 2 or 3 gathered and they agree, there's power in the numbers. So that's the principle where the book club works, that we are in agreement together. We are women of one accord who are reading together, who are practicing self-care together. So there's power in that, and that makes you now, gives you the energy even to pursue those habits that you want to prioritize. Viewers, it has been a great pleasure speaking to Hellen. We have all heard her story, an amazing, inspiring story. We are taking a short break and we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Hellen, you did a fantastic job in the first session. You told us about your life, and now we are continuing with this conversation. You told us that you are a mother, you have children, and I'm just trying to find out, are there any leadership lessons that you have learned throughout your motherhood journey? You know, leadership is about inspiring others, helping them to be better. It's developing people. Leadership is about mentorship. Leadership is about igniting that flame in others. So now let's focus on motherhood. How has your journey been? What lessons do you have?
Thank you, Coach Lois, once again. And talking of motherhood, being a mother of 3 boys.
Oh, really?
Who are now teenagers.
Yes.
It's been a journey.
Yes.
And what I've picked in motherhood is things like patience, empathy, because you journey with, I've journeyed with my children almost full time, being there with them, taking them to school, picking them, just being there full time for them. Mm-hmm. So I've learned to be patient because each child faces different challenges. So you have to journey with each child. It calls for a lot of patience and empathize, yeah. Especially in teenage, they go through a lot of, adolescence challenges. So it calls for a lot of empathizing with them, so that you are able to journey with them through those challenges. So those are some of the qualities, yeah. And being in counseling, we do have group sessions. Uh-huh. So that calls for me, if I'm leading that group, to empathize with the group members, to be patient, yeah, because each person is facing different life challenges. So being patient and empathizing is a great quality. Mm-hmm. in life. Mm-hmm. And even just being able to lead a group during some sessions.
Wow. I love the aspect you brought about empathy, because there's no leadership without empathy. Fitting in those shoes of the other person, feeling them. And this brings an idea, the idea of listening skills. And I think that one is good, because when you are a mother and you have children, and you've talked about your children being teenagers, you must be a great listener. You cannot be a mother leader. Mothers are leaders? Yes, mothers are leaders. Yeah. And many times we forget that motherhood is about leadership. So I like the way you've brought in the idea of empathy, and that brings in the idea of having active listening skills, where you are able to have this conversation with teenagers. It's not about what we used to have in the past, where the mother used to say and it is final. But now you have to listen. These are Gen Zs. And Gen Zs, they know what they want. You will not come and just tell them your version that me, I was walking with bare feet. No. You cannot have that conversations. You must listen to their needs and attend to their needs. So I love that. And I like the way you've talked about patience. That is an important leadership lesson. Patience is part and parcel of leadership, because you are dealing with people and you must understand where they are coming from and be able to bring yourself into their space so that you are able to understand where they are coming from so that you can help them. So in the same way as a mother, when you create time, we talked about boundaries earlier on. When you create time, now it is time for your children. You listen to them, you have empathy, you are patient with them, then you are becoming the mom God created you to be. That was the intention of God. When He made you a mother, He actually made you a leader, a woman who is going to inspire the next generation. Amazing, amazing. I love that story about motherhood. And I'm wondering, you must have been mentored by someone else. I don't know whether your mom mentored you to be a great mother. Is she a great mother, first of all, Helen?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Tell us more.
My mom is a big part of my life and my journey, especially in my Christian life. I grew up, prayer was part, reading the Bible, praying up to date. It's something that my mom impacted in me. So she's one of my biggest role models. And talking of role models in my life,
Yes.
I think I met a very great lady in my life, my sister-in-law.
Wow.
Of course, she's late.
Yes.
But she's one lady that became like a mother also to me. Very inspiring. And she took me almost like her daughter.
Wow, what's her name?
She's called Margaret Odera.
Oh, Margaret Odera.
Yeah.
We need to honor her. Such a great
she
woman
was
in your life.
Very
Yes.
great.
Yes.
Very supportive.
Yes.
She really supported me and inspired me to be, a more committed Christian, a mother.
Yes.
And she wanted the best for me and for my family. And so she really inspired me, to a point that when I face certain issues that I feel like, wow, I just need support in prayer, I would go to her because I knew, wow, when she prays, things happen.
Things happen. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And another inspiring maybe friends, just support group, a group of women friends.
Yes.
I have two friends of mine who are in the same profession.
Yes.
So when I was almost giving up, remember this, it's been a journey of 5 years.
Yes.
So when I was almost giving up, they would,
yes,
they would just call me and they're like, no, you have to finish this.
You have to finish this.
Yeah, because this was a course that was to take 2 years.
Yes.
Of course, it's 2 years of intense work. So they held my hand. They showed me, the ropes.
Yes.
How to navigate through this career. So they helped me to a point that when it came the day of graduation, that's the time we lost Margaret. I almost failed to go for graduation. So one of these ladies was like, no, Helen, you have to do this.
Yeah.
She was there with me at the graduation.
Yes.
She stayed the whole day.
Yes.
Spent the whole day with me. She was like, Helen, you have to do this. It's been a long
You have
journey.
to finish this.
Yeah.
You can't stop here.
No,
You've come from far.
I've come from far.
Yes.
You have to finish strong.
Yes. Finish strong. Yes.
You have to finish strong. So it's been different support systems.
Yes.
Very inspiring.
Yes.
And they have really supported me in this journey. And even personal life. I have those network of women supporting each other. Yes. Whether it is in career, or being a mother, or just navigating through normal life challenges. Not every stage of life. There are different challenges. So that support from fellow women is very important. So that is what has helped me. Another model I would talk about is my husband.
Oh, yeah. Many women don't speak about their husbands. So I'm very happy.
He's been very supportive.
Wow.
especially when I was starting this career in counseling.
Yes, yes.
He supported me all through.
Completely.
Yeah, so he supported me all through. So is also one of my, I would call him my mentor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Looking at the journey we've come through,
Yes.
I've learned a lot from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing, 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 amazing. And viewers, you can now learn from the story of Hellen that we cannot ignite possibilities just alone. We must hold one another's hands. We need mentors and role models into our lives. People who are going to cheer us up even when we feel we cannot make it to the next level. We need people who are holding us up. People who are holding us up in prayer. People who are cheering us and telling us, yes, yes, you can. And I'm so happy that the story of Hellen has inspired us to be the next best versions of ourselves. Now, Hellen, tell us now, as you've journeyed through, you've talked about your motherhood, you've talked about the support system, talked about all the values that we have found. So what nuggets, what advice would you give maybe to that younger woman who is starting life, maybe in a career or getting married or transitioning to another phase of their lives? You talked about after the loss of your son, there was a transition. Those things that, a process that took place. When you got married, there was also another transition and you had support systems there. Plus all the things that we've talked about in this show today. What lessons, what advice, what nuggets would you give to that other woman?
Wow, that's an interesting question. For me, I would encourage fellow women to continue growing, especially personal growth, because life is a journey.
Yes.
Yeah, you get married, life doesn't end there. You get children,
Yes.
life does not end there. You are pursuing your career, it doesn't end there. So it's a continuous growth. It's a continuous assessment. You continue assessing yourself. What are my strengths? What
Yes.
are my passion?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a matter of you continue being curious. Yeah. So that you're able to learn, continuous learning.
Yes.
Because even as a wife, yeah, you want to continue improving, being a
Yes.
good wife,
Yes.
being a good mother.
Yes.
So it's a continuous improvement, continuous learning.
Yes.
Because you can't just say, I'm married now, I rest.
That is the end of it.
Yeah. I mean, this profession,
Yes.
there's no growth.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
So whatever profession, whatever you
Yes.
pursue, whether it is business,
Yes.
continue being curious, wanting to know.
Yes.
How can I improve in this profession?
Wow.
How can I improve in this business of mine?
Yes.
And continue pursuing knowledge
Yes.
and personal development.
Personal
Yeah.
development. Amazing. Thank you so much, Hellen. It has been a great, great show, and I'm so happy that you showed up. Whew, what a show. What a guest speaker today. We are so, so happy that Hellen showed up and she ignited possibilities for us. Viewers, as you've heard, mental health is an important agenda. We cannot talk about mental health without talking about self-care. We cannot talk about mental health without talking about creating boundaries in our lives. Then we have also seen the connection between mental health and leadership. And leadership is about inspiring, is about influencing, is about creating impact in the society that we are living in. And Ellen's story has just demonstrated that as a mother, she has been a leader and she has nurtured her children in the way of the Lord. She has also been mentored by others. It didn't just happen for her to be a great leader. And this conversation demystifies leadership because we always think leadership is about titles. But now we realize that leadership is not about titles. As a woman, as a mother, as a wife, we are all practicing leadership. So I want to encourage all of us to be great leaders, to take charge of our lives, to take charge not only of our physical health, but also about our mental health. Because when we ignite these possibilities in our lives, then we change the world. We become that beacon of hope, that beacon of light to others. We help them to come out of their shadows, of their darkness, for them to live out their brilliance. So thank you for joining us today. We hope to see you in the next one.